This is the Imperial HoloNet News. Treason. Citizens, there are traitors in our midst. Some work from the shadows, spreading lies and mistrust. Others are in the open, daring to slander our Lord Vader at every opportunity. This will not be allowed to continue. Citizens, please be vigilant. Report all suspicious activities to your local Imperial garrison. Failure to act is considered sympathizing with the rebels and will be equally punished. Sensing the growing threat to the Imperial peace, Lord Vader has constituted the Imperial Security Bureau to be charged with matters of state security and ensuring the loyalty of citizens to the Empire. Additionally, they will investigate all high-ranking leaders to confirm they remain on the correct path. Currently, ISB agents are investigating senators and Moffs for evidence of corruption and treason. The traitors in our midst will not remain hidden for long. The ISB expects to make their first arrest before the end of the week. Perhaps in direct response to Lord Vader's decree, the Senate has shown their loyalty by voting to adopt the One Vision governing ethic. This perk will give the Empire a 30% attraction to the current government, as well as a unity bonus output of 10%. Senator Omega was publicly leading the push for One Vision and was quoted as saying,
"One Vision governing ethics would be the proper choice. Not only would this strengthen the ties our natural citizens have with each other, it would also aid in the integration of the Chariton peoples into our great nation's embrace. While expansion of our borders would be a noble goal indeed, if we expand too quickly and incorporate too many natives, we risk the entire apparatus of the state collapsing due to public strife and unrest."
Senator Omega's loyalty and forward vision is an excellent example for all citizens to follow. In other news, the Imperial Ministry of Science has announced that after 60 years in the role of Engineering Research Director, Alan Silverstone has decided to step down due to his failing health at age 114. As he departs the role of Director, his crowning achievement, the Imperial Star Destroyer, is set to be constructed at the Cybisti shipyards above Imperial Center within the next 5 years. The Imperial Star Destroyer project was fast-tracked after a careful review of the issues and limitations with the Victory Star Destroyer following the Battle of Chalacta. The Imperial Navy needed a ship that would have no equal in combat and project the appropriate amount of awe and fear into the enemy. The new Imperial Star Destroyer is 1 kilometer long with 15 turbo laser emplacements, 2 point defense stations, and the ability to carry 2 complete squadrons of fighters. Additionally, it yields significantly improved deflector shields and tractor beam emplacements. The Imperial Navy expects the new Star Destroyers to become the backbone of the fleet for years to come. Dr. Kevin Ross will replace Director Silverstone and continue the proud tradition of the Engineering Corps. For the last 30 years, Dr. Ross has been on the fringes of Imperial space, researching anomalies and new scientific initiatives for the Empire. We will watch his career with great interest. Citizens, your Empire needs you to fill the open command positions. Vote in the Senate to become eligible. You will then be able to send the recruit of your choice to the Imperial Academy to begin their career. Loyal, dedicated officers set the Imperial forces apart from the rest of the galaxy. Join the Empire today. It's your duty.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intrepid Dawn. My name is Captain Katarn, and today we're going to get started with Star Wars, our Stellaris playthrough. This is episode number 10, and we're going to call this the Imperial Security Bureau. So we have initiated that. As you saw in the cinematic, we had a pretty active cinematic this time. A lot of things to go over. So first, let's take up the fleet. I'll show you all the new captains. You can pause it at this point and take a look. Let me see if maybe I can put that against a black background for you. There you go. Alright, so you can see that all of the ships are in there. If I did miss you, please let me know. We also had a change. Alan Silverstone has retired. I do have Dr. Kevin Ross that's going to slot in here, but she's going to be the new scientist that's available. She is a Chalactan, so if anybody wants to be a scientist, she's going to be put on his ship. But Dr. Ross is so dedicated to his work that he's currently working on this repair automated shipyard, and I wasn't able to move him until he is done. So, the result of that, assuming that he survives, he will indeed become the Imperial Director, as we planned. So now let's just take a look at the Empire. As you can see here, we have a huge, huge space. I'm very excited about this, so we're going to do everything we can to kind of optimize the planets this time and continue to grow out that infrastructure, because we're going to need it to take on the galaxy. Let's get started. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Let's go. Alright, so I'm going to play on fast for a little bit here. Let me just see... Who are these new aliens? Apparently I have a neutral fleet. Okay. I don't know what's up with that. I guess they're not hostile. Awesome, so Dr. Kevin Ross has gained 200 experience. Let's take a look. He's successfully restored power to the automated shipyard over that planet. The facility immediately resumed its interrupted construction order using what materials it had on hand. It's built 3 advanced raiders of an unknown design. Unfortunately, the ancient facility broke down completely afterwards and has been deemed beyond repair. We sent crews to the new ships and commissioned them into our fleet, so that's awesome. Alright, so I do need to stop that, and let's go ahead and make that switch now. So we'll go ahead and come down here and take Dr. Ross. And he is now our engineering director. And now we'll go back to our leaders and... Sorry, my phone just went off. Let's take a look. So we have a science ship that needs a leader. And there we go. And we'll go ahead and put that back on automated exploration. Perfect. Alright guys, I'm excited about that. So we have everybody where we need to be. We're only about 62 months away from Imperial Star Destroyers, so that's going to be really, really exciting. Can't wait. Okay, there's a flash flood warning here too, so sorry about that. All kinds of stuff. Oh, come on. All kinds of stuff going off on my phone right now. Thankfully, I live in an apartment building on the top of a huge hill, so I don't have anything to worry about, but I guess not everybody is as fortunate tonight. Let's take a look. So we have 341. We're gaining about 154 per turn. We've got a pretty good supply of energy right now. I want to make sure that all of our ships are currently... Looks like everybody currently has orders. There we go. So that's good. So we'll just let this play out for a little bit. Oh, and the other thing that we did was the Ascension perk. So in the video you just watched, we voted for One Vision. So go ahead and set that up. Ooh, well, that sounded great. Very nice. Let's hope that that helps bring us all closer together. So while we're waiting for all of that to go through and building up some resources, I'm going to take a look at our different planets here. Abandoned cargo pod. A discarded cargo pod was left by someone in the upper atmosphere of that planet long ago. It somehow escaped the notice of other spacefarers, and its decaying orbit means it would have been lost in the gas giant's crushing atmosphere within another few years. When the crew of the Valor unsealed the pod, they found a stash of alien jewelry made out of precious metals. Remarkable. Okay. Imperial Center, so let's go ahead and upgrade these facilities that we can. That would be good. I see that we have somebody down here. Let me see, do we have anything yet to slot in there? I don't see it. So, we'll wait, because I know that there are some Empire-specific buildings that have to go in the capital world. Alright, so Imperial Center looks pretty good. Let's take a look at Scarif. We can upgrade this. We can upgrade that. What do we need? Oh, we need physics like crazy. I might just put physics over the whole rest of this planet. See if we can maybe make up that gap. That's pretty substantial. Alright, but I don't want to overdo it, so that's good for now. Let's take a look at Looney. Looney needs an upgrade. There we go. They're growing in here. It looks like one more will be there and we'll be set. I think we're counting up to 5,000, yep. So, that's good on that. How's it going on Chalacta? Okay. Now that I have Chalacta cleared, I can actually figure out what's going on here. We'll go ahead and research that 0%. I think we can use Chalacta as it is. This is mostly science and a little bit of food, and then we'll put 2 energy plants here. I think that's going to be the plan. So let's go ahead and build energy there while we can. Where is it? There we go. Perfect. I think everybody's got something to do right now. I'm going to put a science building here, too. Very good. What's going on over here? Oh, they joined. they joined? They're like full members? What the hell? We should get member status if the slavers get in. The abandoned life pod. It's covered in scorch marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans indicate it was built about 5,000 years ago. Pretty impressive. The crew of the Stardust managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of the claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a mate or revered leader. Thank you for the society research. We can use that. Alright, so Nagi. I think... Once again, I think we'll just keep all of these as they are, and just use the things that make the most sense. Let's see, we got Uplift. Awesome, let's get the Slave Army, just because it'll get it out of the way. Let's pause it for a second. Research this. Man, it's going fast. Okay, we got the Advanced Combat Rules. That's pretty good. I also picked up 2 new mods this time. I picked up the Death Star skin for the Avatar. So we're going to have potentially the ability to... Oh, jeez. Going fast. Didn't want to go fast. We're going to have potentially the ability to have the Death Star. And I also picked up the automated ship behaviors because I thought that we could do better with the destroyers sitting in the back and having the Corvettes and other things charge. Just, you know, so that we don't send our super expensive interdictor right in the center to get exploded immediately. That would just make more sense. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so physics lab, power plant, antimatter reactor, solar panels. I think we need the antimatter reactor, for sure. Especially if we're getting the ISDs online. It's going to be a big deal. So let's see. They should be coming online about the same time so we can retrofit the fleet. Awesome. I'm still letting this build up because everybody still has their orders that they're doing right now. And I'm still looking through here. So we saw Nagi. I'm just going to leave that the way it is. This one, I mean, there's freaking nothing we can do here. I might as well build something. I'm just going to build a power plant there. Because this is basically an energy planet. Oh, Governor Moff Marcus Aircool has leveled up and gained the trade substance abuser. That is absolutely unfortunate for him. I would think that perhaps the ISB may be investigating him for next episode. You have to stay tuned. That should be fun. So let me take a look. Where is he currently? I think he's on... Yeah, he's on Imperial Center. Oh, so horrible. In fact, he might not even make it to the next episode now. Oh, well. Yeah, I guess. I guess since he is immortal, he will. But we'll definitely investigate him before that. Remember, we are retiring people when they reach 100, and I'm going to say 120. I think I said 150 before, but 150 is a long time in this game. It's quite a number of episodes, so I don't want to do anything like that. Let me take a look. So we have this, and on Togoria, okay. So we were talking about having an energy planet, and I think this is going to be it. So everything that's not already done right now, I mean, aside from this, if I can get physics, I'll take physics every time. We're going to make this an energy planet. So I can get a science leader. Where is this planet? Is it in our sphere? Because if it's in our sphere, yeah, it is. Okay, so we're going to have them keep working on the Stardust, and that'll give me the physics research, which we desperately need, of course. Excellent. So we've gone ahead and done this. So this is going to be the planet. Let me see, where is... Yeah, the problem with it, I mean, like, we can get it back. I just wanted to maybe not necessarily have the planet that we're going to be doing all of this on right at our borders. I wanted to see if we could find a planet that was in the back that would be super unlikely to be attacked. Let me see, like back here or something. Maybe I can find a really nice world. Let me see. In fact, we'll look for that. Here, this Arctic world, 25. This is going to be our... Look at that. This is going to be our energy planet. So we'll send the colony ship out there, and we'll turn that into our energy planet, because it's so far off the beaten path that nobody would go for it. And then we need something else like this, or even, you know, like one of the Chalactin worlds that's not done yet to be our food producer. Because I really want... Here, this continental world might be the way to go. I don't know. We'll see. Governing shift in the Chandrolan House. They are now egalitarian, and I did look that up. That does mean an equal society. So that's good. Now I know what that means. I don't feel like such a dolt. Alright, what do we have? We have our slave army. Excellent. Now, army damage, that looks pretty cool. Share the burden. We'll do share the burden just to get rid of it. The clone troopers are not worth it at this point, because once you have ARC troopers, everything else is a step down from them. They are pretty much the pinnacle of it. Awesome. So let's go ahead and plan the expansion. So I'm gonna pause it right now. We want to have a colony ship from Imperial Center come out to Clutha, and we're gonna land on this world. We're gonna turn everything on this planet, all 25 cells, into, aside from the physics, we want the physics. Everything else we're gonna turn into energy, because we need that to support the Empire. So let's go ahead and colonize, and we'll take it from Imperial Center. I want this because the private colony ship has a bigger chance of possibly abandoning your ethics, which we certainly don't want. Not in this Empire. We don't want any type of reason for people to question our motives. Here we go. So this desert world. Okay, it's perfect. So then we'll colonize this desert world as well, and we'll make this our food producer. So how can I do this? Just trying to figure out where I want the ship. Maybe right here. I mean, I don't really see... Maybe over here so that we can get this Betharian stone as well. So we're definitely going to have one energy and at least one physics on here. It's like I said, those physics are so hard to get. You can see, like, if you look at everything else, pretty much everything except physics is pretty rare. Physics is like the one of the most rare. And then, obviously, we need energy too. So... where was it? Let's take a look. There might be another planet that's even better. Like this one? This is a 24 world. Just looking at all of our options, we have so many. This is so cool to have this much space. I kind of didn't want it to be in an easily capturable area for an attacker. I was thinking like something over here. These are all much, much smaller. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. We might even have multiple worlds that are going to support us for food. Okay, so we'll do Felucia. I like this one. Go ahead and colonize this again from Imperial Center with a human colony ship. And we'll put that right there. Looks pretty good. Alright, so we'll get those out. And we'll unpause it. And I'm pretty excited about that. I think that we're going to really move towards being able to do things at the right pace. I can not worry about running out of energy now when we build our fleet. And we can keep specializing planets as well. And like I said, I want to try to keep them like back here if possible. If we can find worlds that are somewhat secluded and would be more difficult for an enemy to take, that would be good. The other thing too is, since we have droids, at least I think we have droids, I don't know if we do or not, some of these molten worlds will actually come into play here, like this one. I could send a droid population and a droid ship here and have them all take this entire planet for, you know, whatever we decide to do. I think that would be fantastic. Alright, so our scientist has leveled up. Excellent. She's doing her job. And that science position is available, guys. Let's see, construction complete. So we have this guy over here who's now done. Here he is. Okay, what else can we do down here? Wow, I cannot believe Scarif has never been developed. Talk about a miss on my part. The other thing I want to do now, because I did this in one of my own playthroughs just to see how good it was. I definitely should have done this before. When we get our next tradition, I already have Prosperity, which reduces the mining station build cost. I'm going to get Discovery. Only the first one, because that immediately will reduce the amount that we spend on research stations. The rest of Discovery really, at this point, isn't going to help us a lot because the galaxy's known. So I don't want to really mess with that. We'll make that the last one. But I'm definitely 24 months from now grabbing Discovery overall because I think that's going to help us a lot. Alright. Excellent. So now we're pushing on here. I like this. I still want to get somebody over here to Onderon at some point, but I want to wait until we have fully colonized some of these other buildings just so that we don't have too much and really stun our research. Okay, so she's not doing anything. Why is she even there? Oh, okay, what did we say we're going to do with this world? We're going to make this world a power world, excuse me. Go ahead and build a power plant right here so it gets the bonus. And since she's just chilling there, let's give her a power plant. Yep. And since this dude's chilling here and I don't care about any of that, well, no, we'll put it here. You know, sometimes these would give bonuses. I guess there isn't one here yet. Talking about like the power nexus, I guess I haven't unlocked it. Alright, we'll just put a power plant there. Awesome, and he needs a physics lab, because we're never going to pass up physics, it's so rare. Alright, and I guess these are fine, because they're already there. Alright, that's good for now. And over here we will build another power plant since she's coming in. Yep. Sweet. Alright, I'm pretty pleased with that, actually. What's going on over here? Oh, we sent our people into the Moncows. Yeah. So we're doing pretty well fleet-wise. We're better than the Moncows slightly. Let's see, I can't really see up here yet. It'll be really cool once we get some colonies over here, because that'll increase our range. And once we get the one up here, hopefully I'll be able to see most of this quadrant of the galaxy. The comm stations that allow you to see that are really a pretty cool thing. Helps so much with strategic planning. Just like here, I can see, you know, there are no enemy ships in these areas, so if we decided that we were going to take this, I could even look at their defenses and see what they have specifically here. It's really nice. So that's how we get our Viper probe droid. The Akani have just closed their borders to us. Oh no. No, it's fine. Have I closed my borders to them? I have not. They are superior to me, and they are a part of the Federation. Associate status, at least.
Colonization in progress.
Awesome, a great day for the Empire. Scientist Maximus has leveled up as well, so congratulations, sir. Well, let's see, so what do we have now? Core systems +1, which we don't really need. Hydroponics farm. Yeah, we could do that, because the less hydroponics I have to build, the better. They just suck as things. Here we go. Tropical World 24. Wow. I like that. We're going to build on that sometime. There's some really great planets out here that we can build and really defend. It's just a matter of making sure that we don't do it too quickly. Okay, so this guy's done. Let me give him some more orders. So I want you to do all of these and those. And this and that. Okay, so this is how we're going to colonize the galaxy. I guess just one planet at a time and get all these resources taken care of. I think that's enough orders for him for now. We'll grab this too. Alright, excellent. So we'll let him do that. So Bespin Trade Guilds just opened their borders to us. I swear they're like down here somewhere. I don't know. I thought that they were really far out of the way. Probably like right here. Duros. No, Kuat. That's interesting. I always wonder how they end up with two in the same system. It's like they didn't colonize it at the same time, so what happened? Alright, awesome. So we've got colonization going. So Plutha and Felucia Prime are both being colonized in the name of the Empire, which would be really awesome. I'm excited all the time, so as you can tell. Take a look, we're only 18 months away. What happened to our antimatter? We were at the same rate. I guess I picked up more engineering research through special projects and stuff, because we're going to get this before we get the antimatter reactor. Perhaps maybe Anthony Donaldson needs to be double-checked there to be sure he's not sabotaging the research. Just kidding. We love you, we love you, Director Donaldson. Take a look here. All right. Yeah, so, I mean, at this point, I'd have to say that this is the best playthrough I've ever had, even playing by myself. So I'm really excited about what we can do here. Let's see. So aliens are here. Okay, we have an unemployment. right here. What should I do with them? For now, I can always move this, or I can change this, but for right now, I'm going to build a science lab. And then if we need additional spots on the homeworld, I'll do that. So the Togruta and Terrace have declared each other rivals. Interesting. Okay, Terrace is getting pretty big. I guess the Mandalorians were not in this one. Or they didn't survive. Because these are all Mandalorian places that they've already taken. Alright. Wow. Oh no, and they took a Ben off me. Damn it. Okay, so we still have a +3 influence, which is pretty good. Pretty satisfied with that. Let me take a look at these planets again, make sure that everything is upgraded that can be upgraded. Again, we get our minerals from space, so I don't really... If it's already there, I'll leave it there for now, but if it's not, I don't want it to be. Okay, Hero Center. Sweet. We'll go ahead and do this. Where's he migrating to? Shalacta. Alright, whatever. I didn't think we had migration turned on in the Empire, but so be it. Like, seriously, at this point, though, I really could just spend like 3 or 4 hours and, you know, filling in this map and getting us ready for war. Obviously, I don't think we can afford to wait that long. So we have to see if a good opportunity opens up for us. Like right now, the Mon Cals are equivalent and they're cordial to us, but they're Federation Associate status. I need somebody who's independent. Alright, so Plutha has now become an Imperial world, which is incredibly exciting. Go ahead and build the basic power plant there. Very good, and we'll also take time to clear those. Hydroponics farm is done. I so want to get this. Let's get the trait point. Let's tailor our genes. And research agreements. So, oh, I'm giving them a lot of technology. But that's pretty even. And Council Camino, I'm going to agree to that, just because I think that'll help us. I mean, yeah, they want minerals. Minerals mean nothing to me. Okay. Alright, if that helps the Empire, so be it. So, let's see. Did we get a research agreement on this? No. So we're still ahead in battleship production. That's pretty good. Just looking at some... Well, here, let me see. No. So none of these had research agreements. That's good. These are all proprietary tech for now. Awesome. Alright, so let's take a look at Plutha again. We're going to do those two. Felucia's about to go. Oh, and I also want to build a spaceport here. So I want to make sure that the spaceports were built and upgraded. See, that's something we can spend the cash on right now. Upgrading all these spaceports. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, so now we have another one. As I said before, I'm going to do Discovery. Just because now it's going to be super cheap for us to fill in the rest of the galaxy. Alright, so Felucia is now a thing. So let's go ahead and build a basic hydroponics farm. Very good. Alright, I'm pleased. This pleases me greatly. Alright, we're up to 205 minerals, which is not bad at all. I'm kind of holding off on building ships right now because once we get the Imperial Star Destroyer, I want to start pumping out a couple of them because they're going to be obviously a big deal. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Imperial Star Destroyers. Let's pause this just for the awesomeness of the moment. Just take it in. We want to unlock the droids too, so we'll do that now. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Can you feel it? There it is, the ISD-2, the ultimate power in the galaxy. I really think this is like the pinnacle of Imperial ship design. Yeah, okay, so they made other things, but they were just bigger versions of this. Essentially, this was the original ass-kicking fleet component. I didn't know this, but after you get the XL tech, there'll be an 8 bank here, which will fill up all of these and make this ship still relevant. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's take a look. We have the 2 choices, ISD Front 1 or ISD Front 2. I like the 6 guns better, personally. We're going to obviously do an ISD 2, but if you do the ISD 1, you can see that they have the X at the top, which is how you can tell the difference. So everything in the Rebels is actually a variant of the ISD 1 with the long neck. I think that's just for style. Alright, so we have the octuple bank, and they all share the same back. Very, very cool. Now, in this case, I don't think that there's any advantage to us doing an ISD 1 just because, okay, you get an extra medium slot, but you lose one of your hangar slots. So it gives you the ability maybe to run some heavier weapons or heavier shields, but I think that the hangars are actually more useful. Let me see, is there a difference underneath as well? Doesn't look like it, but I can tell. Yeah, just on the that's a sensor bar, really. Okay, so let's go ahead and clear the design. Let's auto-complete it and see what it gives me. Large light ion cannons. Yeah, you know, as much as that sounds great, I think we're going to go with turbo lasers. We're going to have a couple ion cannons for sure, because that's why we got them. But for now, turbo lasers and 2 ion cannons, just to have a little bit of plus 200 shield damage. I don't want to put any of the large ones with an ion cannon, because I feel that kind of... Put one more in here just to mix things up. So we have 3 ion cannons and the rest are blasters. I'm going to have 1 TIE fighter and 1 TIE bomber. And then we have the point defense as well. Oh, looks so good. Plus 180 on the power. So, do we really need this? No. So let's go ahead and see. Can I put in maybe another deflector shield? Sure can. How about here? Oh, yeah, 0. So I do have afterburners. I don't know if they would really help much for this ship. Let me see. Combat speed plus 25. The battle cruiser doesn't really move, so I don't see that as being helpful. I think this is good, so why don't I put in the armor there. Okay, so we're up to 89% armor. That's pretty good. 1350 shields. As our shielding increases, that'll get a lot better, but this is Imperial 2 Star Destroyer. I swear, because there's like just enough spaces to do, excuse me, to do it, that they must have known that you would want to do that. So let's go ahead and delete this. Now we have the Venator Star Destroyer, so we're going to set that one up. I think that we need to make sure that we're giving these all specific rules. So in this case, like, the Conqueror is more of like a weapons platform kind of thing, whereas the Venator, I want it to be... since it's going to have 2 hangars and point defense, I want it to be very versatile. So we'll clear the design, which will be the best ever over here. Go ahead and do that. I'm thinking maybe for the Venator we should leave it with more ion cannons than it has turbo lasers. And hear me out, because I know that that's going to upset Andre quite a bit, because he always gets mad if I do anything that it doesn't seem to be optimal. But the thing is that, like, the fleet as a unit has to have diversification. So if we make the rule for this one heavy on the shields, so I'm going to take out the turbo lasers here because they have these things, which I don't want to ignore. They're pretty awesome. They're ridiculous damage, large guns. So if I take out these and just put in ion cannons between these two, this thing should really kick some ass. Looks really great too. Okay, and I think this levels up too, because you see this says S weapon bank, and I bet that in the future we'll get the large weapon bank, and we'll call this a Venator Star Destroyer. Awesome. It's been done, so we have that, and now we're going to also build an ISD Conqueror. And the Conqueror is cool as well because it has even more specific, diversification. We'll have point defense on it here. We'll have the Conqueror weapon slots, and then the back here. So, well, maybe let's go without. Let's see. Yeah, let me just make this a straight damage ship. There is nothing else about this except using that huge, deflector weapon and cutting through people. I kind of like that. So let's go ahead and clear that so that we get all of these. We'll auto-complete the ship. That looks good. We're plus 12. Let me see, this might change it. Alright, and then we want to put these in here, because these are specific to this. Oh, that looks good. Alright, so we're plus 87 on the power. Let's get rid of that, plus 7. And we'll throw in another piece of armor there. Very good, so we're up to 87%. Not bad. That's 87% damage reduction, I'm pretty sure. So, that looks pretty cool. And we'll call this a Conqueror. Conqueror. Star Destroyer. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, so we get rid of this. Excellent, so we have this. We have the Imperial Star Destroyer. We have the old ones, which we'll upgrade shortly. And then down here we have one new ship. This is the last new ship that we're going to have. This is the Imperial... the ISD Interdictor, which... looks ridiculous. The gravity wells are in the hangar bay. Like, I get what you're going for. I don't know if this was necessary, but I guess this is just for survivability. So let's go ahead and, let's see, we got mediums, a large. Do 2 larges, because this is going to shoot from a distance, so we want the large guns that have the highest range. And like this, we want this to stay in the back of the fleet. Alright, perfect. So let's auto-complete it. Again, we're going to put bombers on this because we want this to be kind of utility-ish. And I'm going to turbo laser it up, with the exception of a couple. Alright. Yeah, so this thing is this thing's good to go. I like that. I'm also going to switch one of these out with TIE fighters so that we have both TIE bombers and TIE fighters. We need to have enough TIE fighters to screen off the bombers. Alright, Eye of the Storm's not a bad name, but I think we're going to call this an ISD Interdictor, just like it says. Alright. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's start at the top. Sorry, I have to go through and redo all of these. So what do we have now? We have plastisteel armor. Still good. I think we're good pretty much. Oh, we have advanced combat computers too. So we have to make sure we're using those. Alright, CR-80 is good to go. What's the next one? Pincer. We still know that this is the right way to go. But maybe for the Pincer, since they're kind of a support role, we should put the ion cannons on. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work like this, but we'll fix it. Alright, so that means that I need to drop a shield and add in a reactor. There we go. Save that. The Arquintus class. Put in this advanced combat computer destroyer. Awesome. Everything else looks pretty good. We'll just throw in the new plastisteel armor. I'm not going to change any of its roles. The broadside, we're going to change the 2 of these in the back to ion cannons, so that we're taking out people's shields. Same thing down here. And we're going to set this to... there we go. Very good. And you can skip ahead if you don't want to watch me do this. Let's switch this out to the Tonfall carrier. It's a different model. It's actually a much better, in my opinion, carrier. Has additional hangar bay capacity. And really the whole point of this is to bring fighters into it. So I want to load this thing up with TIE fighters. Because I want these TIE fighters to clear all point defense, as well as give my bombers a nice screen. Because a lot of the other ones have bombers. We need something that's a dedicated TIE fighter. Alright, so clear that, auto-complete the ship, and I'll fix these. Alright, perfect, and we'll just leave it with turbo lasers. Alright, not bad. And I guess I'll put the afterburners too. I think this one is defensive in the back, but maybe that'll help. Alright, so we'll save that as the escort carrier. Very good. We have our Gladiator model, which I'm going to switch out with the TIE fighter. And everything else about it looks pretty good. We'll make the advanced combat, and there we go. Awesome. And where were we? We were on the Gladiator, so where did it go? Oh, so now we have the Acclimator. It's again pretty good, but I am going to put in some ion cannons here. Just to change it up a little. Upgrade the plastisteel armor. Ah, our Victory Star Destroyers. Now we're getting into the big stuff. Awesome. So we still don't have any of the torpedoes, which is unfortunate, but we're going to leave this as it is. Upgrade this and upgrade the armor. I hope we get torpedoes, because they're pretty cool. Also gives the ship a new option. We'll put in the TIE Fighter there, changing out the TIE Scout. Advanced combat computer. And new armor. And I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments if I've made a mistake or missed something. Alright, the Tector. Tector Command. Go ahead and upgrade that. What else is this? Huh. Okay, do that. Put in our plastisteel armor. And I'm going to change out half of the Tector with the ion cannons. Reason being because it doesn't have much of a future in the fleet unless it's a dual role thing. So once we get missile launchers and stuff like that, we might put them on here too. Just so that there's a reason to actually build this, because the ISD is better in every way. So let me see here. We also are negative on energy. So let me take off that, and we'll throw in a reactor there. There we go. And with that extra power, good. Alright, so we've upgraded the Tector, the Dagger class. We're not building any of these. Do we even have... Let me just see. Because there's no reason for us to build this. This ship brings nothing utility-wise to us. Okay, we don't have any Victory Cruisers or Dagger classes. And we're not going to build any, so I'm not even going to worry about that. Unless we have the Vindicator. Of course, we need this and the Nebulon B. We're almost done, guys. We're going to put in the TIE Fighters. We're going to leave everything else as it is. Upgrade the combat computer. And the armor. Save that. And finally, the Nebulon B, which is an awesome jack of all trades. I'm going to leave the bomber on it. The only thing we're going to do here is upgrade the combat computer and the armor. In fact, I'm going to take one of those armors away, two of those armors away, and give it more shielding. Let me see what the difference is. Difference is really minimal, and we'll just go with better shields for now. Okay, override the Nebulon B. I think we're good to go. The last one was the Interdictor. Yeah, we need to do this. Alright, so put in the TIE Fighter, upgrade the combat computer so it doesn't act like a jackass. Go ahead and throw in the plasteel armor. Alright, good to go. Let's upgrade the fleet. So I'm going to take the fleet, I'm going to upgrade them. It's going to not cost very much, which is super disappointing. A little bit. You kind of want it to be a big jump if you spend all that time doing it, but in this case it didn't. So, you know, if you actually took the time to watch that montage, good on you. And if not, I understand. I probably wouldn't have watched it myself. All right, so we're doing pretty well here. We need to get the glacier removal, and then we can do even better on this planet. So that guy's coming in here. We'll put him right there. How are we doing on Felucia? Alright, and this person's coming in here. We'll put them on this, because remember, this is our planet that we want to have all of our food on. Clear some of these. In fact, I want to clear all of these because after this, I'm going to save for some Star Destroyers. So there we go, that's good there. I'm pretty pleased with that. Alright. We still have some really good worlds on Kashyyyk, too. Look at this. This is a really great system. I'm really happy that we got that. That was an excellent, excellent idea to come out here. I think you guys had said like the Kochel system, but Rorgrim's even better. To pick that up, to pick up this sector, was a great, great idea. Alright, so what do we have? Star charts, fine. I know pretty much all of the galaxy now, which is pretty cool. Ratatok. I had no idea they were so far away. And here's the Rakata. Over here. We don't want to mess with them. Yeah, but we have pretty much everything surveyed. Pretty excited about that. It does show me where the pirate fleets are, which is kind of neat. Alright. How much would it cost? Well, first we're going to upgrade all this, so I don't know. Alright, how much would it cost for me to build an Imperial... Oh! Won't matter. I need to upgrade the spaceport. And do we have the fleet academy? We do. Alright. I'd really like to get the battle. We'll also do that as well because we need synchronized defenses, but I'd really like to get the battleship. What I think that we should do, since we have so many... we'll do this too. What I think we should do is, since we have so many of the space stations here, is each type of world should have a dedicated thing it produces. Like, we'll make Imperial Center where we make our Star Destroyers, and, you know, like Scarif where we do all of our cruisers, and I'll put the modules on there because then they'll cost less. And I think that that's a little bit more productive. Plus, if we have all of those building at the same time, in the event we have to react to an event that happens, like being declared war on or something, we'll be able to pop out a bunch of ships. So let me know in the comments if you disagree with that, but I think that would be a really good way to go. Okay, so we have this guy up here, and he's done pretty good work. Let's continue it. Go ahead and grab these. Awesome, so now that we have the reduction in cost, it's really making a difference. You can see instead of being 90, it's 120 to build those. Pretty good deal.
System survey.
And we'll get this too. And this, because we can't. Oh, there's an observation post as well. Awesome. Yeah, 222 per turn. Not bad. That's going to keep going up, so... I've never had it be 1,000 minerals a turn, but that would be freaking amazing. We would have... If we get to that point that I can actually have the fleet be supported as well, then we might be able to do ISDs for everybody, but we'll see. I can make no promises on that, but that's what I want. I just want to have a fleet of, you know, Star Destroyers plus their support. And by support, I mean like maybe 2 or 3 escorts per Star Destroyer and a couple other things. But mostly it would allow us to have everybody's character, hopefully in a bigger ship, so we'll see. That's the goal anyway. You know, what I plan and what actually happens, not always the same thing. Right? Alright, so... Sweet. Imperial Center is done, so how much is it going to cost us to build one? An Imperial 2 Star Destroyer is going to be 1715. Still, you know, impressively expensive. That's like 7 months of 7 months of minerals, so. But being able to build one every year is incredible. I like that. Okay.
System survey complete.
Alright, thank you. Let me take a look here. Alright, so we're really moving along here pretty quickly. I'm pretty satisfied with this. So we keep having all these construction ships that need additional orders. Go ahead and come down here. And it's really cheap to build stations now. How are we doing on energy? We're fine on energy. I was worried about that, but there's a lot of energy out here. More than I normally have.
Research complete.
And we'll get this too. Alright. So that's good. We got new research. We have the droids. Excellent. Oh, TIE interceptors. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There was never another choice. Here we go. Tile blockers. We were waiting for that. 3 months. Shields. 0-point reactor, or... We're gonna go with shields. Our shields are lagging. Alright, so that's 24 months on that. That's exciting. What did we get? Antimatter reactor. Good. Trade points.
System survey complete.
Okay. Excellent. Let's take a look again at the surface here. I'm sorry if this isn't as exciting as I wanted it to be, just because right now we're doing all the the unfun work of building an empire, setting up that infrastructure and making sure everything is good to go. But I'm really impressed with all the progress that we have made so far. Okay, now we have enough to build one, so let's go ahead and build our very first Imperial 2 Star Destroyer. And of course, I think I'm going to have to call it the Devastator. And it's going to be my flagship, because, that way there's no fighting over it. Got the tile blockers, which is great. Clone Commandos. They're pretty cool, except that they're still not better than the ARC Troopers. So the Galactic Stock Exchange, this is what I was talking about. This is Empire unique, and this needs to be on the Capitol building. But it also gives us plus 10 energy credits, Empire-wide, which is going to be insanely huge. So we'll definitely do that. Alright, so we're building that right now. An Imperial Center, they're working on our Imperial 2 Star Destroyer. I'm super, super excited to see that. In fact, let's bring the fleet back to Imperial Center. I don't know if they'll get there in time. Probably not, because I wanted to see when this comes out. Okay, let's just go into Imperial Center and watch, because it's going to come out anytime now. Should be pretty awesome. And when it comes out, it's going to be huge. It's 1 kilometer, which actually in space should be a speck, if that's the size of a planet, but, so be it. Scaling has never worked all that well in space, because, space is so big that, like, these little tiny ships fighting each other, if they were really 4,000 kilometers off the port bow, you'd never see it. It would be just like another star out there in the distance. You'd never, ever see that. But, we have to make it look good. Oh, we're getting closer. Are they here? Almost sounds like it. No. Alright. And now that it's done, we can even build another one. That's awesome. So before we finish building one, I hear it course plotted. Oh, here it comes. The fleet. Any second now, we're going to get it. I'm real excited. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all waited for. There is an Imperial Star Destroyer. You can see it in all its majesty. Its hangar bays, the glow from the engine trails. This Star Destroyer came to party. Just look at that. That's gorgeous. I really want to get a model like that. Like a big model. I know there's the Lego one, and I kind of want that, the 3-foot Lego one. But I really want a Star Destroyer model that's kind of based off the Rogue One version that has all of this lighting and stuff and glows. So someday that'll be my thing. But look at that. We went right up to 4K of a fleet. And just look at the difference between the size of the Imperial Star Destroyer and the Tectors and the Victories. There's no comparison. This is huge. Alright, so let's go ahead and put them in Star Dock, or in Space Dock, so they don't cost us as much. Where is everything? Okay, it looks like I rotated everything around. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna go put them in Space Dock. Man, that's super exciting. Alright, so we're up to 54. Man, the Imperial Star Destroyers are energy heavy. You weren't joking about that. So we're definitely gonna have to work on our energy. Let me take a look at surface of our worlds here. Okay, so Felucia is completely deforested, as it were. Go ahead and put this one here. Let's build some more hydroponics. because this is our food producing world, excuse me. And then on Plutha, sweet, so we have this done. So I'm just gonna start clearing everything. Alright, so we'll spend all the minerals we have right now just to clear these worlds and be good to go. Start generating some serious power. Nice. Alright, almost done with our second Imperial Star Destroyer. We have 178 naval capacity. Now, in the future, there's going to be a chance for us to increase our naval capacity by 200 with one of the perks. I really recommend that, but it's completely up to the Senate when we get there. It'll be up to you guys. I'm going to make this a little bit longer episode than I normally do, just because I want to get more of this boring stuff out of the way, so to speak. So if you guys, you know, don't like it as much, it's not going to hurt me over multiple episodes with low watch time and things like that. But I'm pretty pleased. I also want to start planning strategic defense of the Empire, like for example Onderon, which we can't get to, which kind of annoys me because they've closed our borders. We might have to, they're still independent, let me check them. Yeah, they're in association status, so if they drop out of that with the Galactic Republic, I think that we should attack them and at least take these 4. I don't really care about their own sovereign worlds right now. But if we can take these 4 planets back, that gives us, you know, unfettered access to our entire empire, which is really important for what we want to do. So let me take a look at Terrace. Okay, so they are with the Zygerian and the Techno Union, but they're not a part of the Republic, so we could actually maybe attack them at some point. They're equivalent with us. Interesting. Interesting. So a lot of planning going on here, just, you know, kind of deciding on what we're going to do for the future. Let's also take a look at our planets and make sure that we're good to go here. He's about to grow in. What should we be doing with him?
Construction complete.
Put him right here. Let's build another science plant. I thought the goal with Scarif initially was to be a science world anyway, so that'll be good. Imperial Center, anything I can upgrade? Looney, yeah, we can upgrade everything. Awesome. How about Chalacta? Everything. And there's this dude just like chilling here, not doing what he's supposed to do. What's going on, bro? Alright, let's put him over here. Once we can. Next month. Yeah, so this stormtrooper was like, oh, the hell with Imperial Center. I'm coming over to Chalacta. Man, those Chalactan women. And that's where I have to stop because of YouTube, but I'm sure we could come up with something fun with that. Alright. Not bad. This is incredible to me that we still have such a surplus of resources, even though I have a 5k fleet with 2 Star Destroyers. So this one, just for the record, is going to be the Devastator, which is, of course, Devastator. I think I'm spelling that right. Let me know if I'm not. Admiral Tim Katarn. Okay, so then it means that I'll take myself off of this one. Nice. Okay, so the Imperial 2, Devastator, Admiral Tim Katarn. Alright, so this one will be the Avenger, Star Destroyer Avenger, also a very popular one. Alright, so the Star Destroyers, I don't think that we will allow people to name their own Star Destroyer command unless I run out of names, so we'll see. But I want to take them from the actual Star Destroyers just to be a little bit RP with it. So, kind of like once you can pick your initial ship, but once you move up in the fleet to a bigger command role, you know, like the Admiralty kind of dictates where you go. So I'd like to do that. Alright, so we got shields, excellent. And now, I want to get the subspace sensor, get this out of the way. Assist research isn't bad, but we don't have any science ships right now that are interested in doing that. Let me also just double check. Alright, so we have Dr. Kevin Ross. He's getting up there in age, too. Everybody's getting pretty close. Anthony Donaldson as well. Let's see, we have sensor link with the Chandrilan house? Why would we want to do that? Maybe to see into here, but... what else is in here? Jedi, maybe? Okay. Interesting. So no, we're going to decline that. Did I not decline that? Did I screw up and give it to them? I'm pretty sure I said decline. Okay. Let's go back up to fast again. Check out our worlds, make sure that we're making progress. Awesome. So we have everybody set up here. Go ahead and do this over here. Oh, this is weird. So because I have a Chalactin here and I have a human, oh, this is great. I can use them to, and they're force attuned. Force attuned deviants. I don't like the fact they're deviants. Continental preference. Huh. Alright, well, I have some ideas. So, let me just... The Alaskan Kingdom declared war on the Techno Union. Here we go. So now things are starting to shape up in the core and people are going to drop out of alliances. Alright, we have TIE interceptors, which is fantastic. Now we could do the okay, so I would do the Empire Dreadnought in a heartbeat, but medium turbo lasers are a big deal because our ships lack shielding and firepower right now. So let's go ahead and grab that. Alright, so we have inactive buildings on Looney. Looks like somebody left my sensor station. How dare they? But this is also cool, so we can see into the Zagarians and see what they have. They have a 5K fleet. So do we. Alright. I'm gonna build another Imperial Star Destroyer. Actually, we'll build a Conqueror now, because we have 2 ISDs. I want to have at least one of the support classes each, 1 Venator, 1 Conqueror, and 1 Interdictor. And then the rest of them can be ISD-2s, but I want to have that multi-role fleet going. So go ahead and do that. Still a plus 55, it's just amazing. Yeah, so we'll work these in sectors, and then at some point here, if we get enough colonies, we'll be able to split off the Empire into various sectors and start to have Grand Moffs who roll over those sectors, and the governors there would report to them, which would be pretty cool. So we're getting very close to that. We still have 4 to go. This governorship is available, so by the way, if anyone wants it, this will be available. And unfortunately, Governor Aircool, it looks like your position may be available as well. Governor Sandal is about to reach retirement age. Tim Katarn, we'll see. I have some ideas on what we can do there. We haven't been talking about the Mount Tantus project recently, so would this help me? You know what, I'm going to agree to that, because I really want to see what's going on down here. Maybe it'll tell me what's up with the Bothans. Okay. So Camino, not that strong? No. Oh, what is going on over here? There's some serious fleet action over here with the Chandrilan House. The Corellian Council. I wonder who they're going to attack. If it's the Bothans, that would be awesome. Oh, they're in a defensive war. Nice, and they're losing. Even better. It's pretty cool whenever you see what's going on in the galaxy. Okay, we have a construction ship that needs orders. Awesome. Just keep going this way, bro. Nice, and get this. Just make a big loop. Who's Jedi Council's moving their fleet through my space? You know, it's one of those things. I wanted to get invited into like one of the big things so that we could like push our weight around and be in control. I agree with star charts. That'll be fine. Oh, cool. So I got Kesh. Didn't they have a planet on Kesh? Wasn't this their home world? That's amazing to me. Did they move their home world over here? Kind of looks like that's what happened. I swear that this was like their planet at first, and there was a hut there, and I was like, what the hell? I'll have to go back and look, but that's what I thought happened. All right, so let's go ahead and build another one, so we can build a Venator now. Great.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we're making some pretty good progress on the fleet. Following a long period of growing support for the Institute of High Technology, Connie Command has become materialist. Awesome. Doesn't really change anything for us. Alright. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to check on. So let me go ahead and look at species. Look at our humans. I wonder. Modify. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. We have 1 trait pick left. And we have 2 trait points. So we could take 2 points and put them in here. So we're slow. We're wasteful. Could be strong. Not enough strong for very strong. Force attuned is pretty cool. Okay, so we'll table that for now. But that all fits into the Mount Tannis project that I want to do. Okay, so here's where we're going to stop for this week. So we have a vote in the Senate, and the vote in the Senate is going to be... Okay, so we're going to stop. So the vote in the Senate is going to be for this week. What tradition point should we do next? Should we do harmony, domination, diplomacy, or supremacy? Those are your choices, not discovery. If anyone votes for discovery, your vote's forfeit. So domination, harmony, diplomacy, or supremacy. Vote in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it's kind of tough whenever you have to do... What the hell? They're in our space. Well, they're going somewhere else. They couldn't declare war on us while being here. Okay, 2 votes in the Senate. 1, what should we do with our domination, harmony, supremacy, or diplomacy? And 2, should the Empire close their borders to the rest of the galaxy? That's up to you guys. I mean, I can go through and I can do it for everyone, and it's going to make some people not like us as much, but it's also going to mean that we control our own space. It's also going to stop us from being able to explore outside of our borders because nobody else will allow us to get into their space either. So it's definitely something to think about, something to consider. But I think that there may be power in that. So those are the 2 votes this week. We have 2. Let me know. Vote in the comments. I really appreciate it, guys. If you did watch this and you like it, please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to share this with your friends. We're really trying to grow the channel at this point. I'm going to be putting out these videos all the time. And I have some more plans for some other content that we can have on here as well. So basically the biggest thing is that I just need more people to know about it. So I really appreciate everything that you guys do. And this is Captain Katarn. I'll see you next time. See you in the verse.